What's up, everybody? Hey, this is Joseph Walker, CEO and the founder and the president of JT Marketing Enterprise.com. And I'm also your bestest pal in sales and what? Marketing. So look, what we're going to be talking about today is something, I had a flashback, and it was about the subject of responsibility. So I'm going to shift your mindset, if you will. I'm going to shift you guys' mindset, and I'm going to kind of make you guys take a look at responsibility in a new light, if you will. So it's going to be a fun live stream. And, hopefully for some of you guys who watch this, whether you watch the replay, you're watching me live, you're going to take a look at this video, and it's going to change your life the way that someone who told the same thing to me, it changed my life. So if you're just now streaming in, let me know where you're coming from, player. I'm my entrepreneurs, I'm my hustlers, I'm my grinders. Everyone out there trying to get your money right. Keep your grind tight. It's good to see you guys on here this hump day. I'm just gonna, share the knowledge in a couple of groups. That way other people can get value. Definitely feel free to like, comment, share the stream, share the dream. What's up, brother Kevin's on the air? What's up, Scott? What's going on, Michelle? It's good to see you all on here with me this Wednesday, rocking it out with me live. But yeah, responsibility. That's gonna be a big thing I really want to talk about. And I feel like someone said to me that the highest level of maturity is when you accept full responsibility for everything that happens in your life. But I want to actually put a slight twist on that word, because once again, someone kind of broke it down to me a couple of years ago. And once I actually start thinking about responsibility in this kind of way, it really changed a lot of things, not just in my business, but also in my life. So, it's going to be kind of fun. Give me like one more minute while I share this with other people who deserve to hear the knowledge I'm about to, get out there into the universe. What's up, Mrs. Lori? She's talking about accountability. You got to have that too. That's very important. Accountability, having a mastermind, all those good things. Cool. So, hey, without further ado, I'll go ahead and I get into this thing. So, when I first really started my road, on entrepreneurship and network marketing, that sort of thing, I used to blame people for everything in my life. I used to blame people for whenever my prospects said no. I would blame people for, maybe the shipment not being sent out on time. I used to blame all kinds of stuff. I would place the blame on everything but myself. And that was really like, destructing and sabotaging everything that I was working so hard for. So that being said, a couple years ago, there was a great leader in my organization, and he was massively successful. He built a great brand, and I never ever will forget this day where he made a video. He made a video kind of like what I'm making right now, and he was talking about responsibility. Now, in this video on responsibility, he said something. It was like a wordplay, if you will. But what he said was, as a human being, we all have responsibility. We have the ability to choose how we respond. So, when he said that really kind of like had me thinking like, the ability to respond. Like I found that quite interesting. And, in this video, he went on to really methodically break it down as far as what he meant by responsibility. Because as human beings, we have the ability to respond, and really decide how we want to look at a situation. So you gotta really realize this. As human beings, as people, we are programmed to think negatively by default. That's how we're brought up. Everything is negative. It's funny how news travels like 10 times faster. Bad news travels 10 times faster than good news. Because, people don't really talk about good things. They talk about bad stuff, negativity, Something bad is going on in politics, or something bad is going on with racial stuff, or someone got killed, someone got mugged, someone got robbed. It's all over the news. There's a saying that bad news sells. And I mean, unfortunately, that's the society that we live in. That's how it is. So we are programmed, we are beat down constantly each and every single day by negativity, by negative stuff. It's all around us. Social media, the news, the newspaper, the radio, etc. So we naturally, whenever something happens in our life, we naturally think negatively. We see things in a negative light, or at least we're taught to see things in a negative light. So in this video, once again, this leader, I'm watching this a couple years ago. This leader, he's highlighting our ability to respond as human beings. That is our innate ability. That is our power. We have the power to choose how we wish to respond to a situation. So he was using a couple examples, like, hey, maybe your dog got sick. If your dog gets sick, you get mad. Oh, now I got to take time off from work, or I got to go out and spend money on the vet, and you may look at it kind of negatively. I mean, you may not be mad at your dog, but, you're thinking about the expenses and having to go out of your way to go see a vet. Maybe you got a flat tire, or maybe your transmission blew in your car. And now that's so inconvenient. You have to take time away from work to go, check out your car, Or maybe you are in a relationship with someone and you broke up, they broke up with you, they dumped you or something like that. And now, like, oh, woe is me, and no one cares about me. So you constantly think negatively. It's just embedded in you to be negative from infancy up, right? So what this leader was talking about is, you want to put a spin on that. And you really have to train your mind to consciously be aware of the negative thought patterns and break that thought pattern and switch it, flip it to something positive. So if your dog were to get sick, instead of you saying, oh man, my dog is sick, I got to go to the veteran, it sucks. Now you can say, hey, you know what? At least my dog is still here. Hey, at least I get to spend more time with my dog as I take care of him, If your car, you blow your transmission, maybe you get a flat tire, maybe your car is going to be down for a couple of days. Instead of being negative, say, hey, you know what? Now, the next time this happens, I know how to deal with it. Now I'm going to understand how my particular vehicle works. Hey, by the way, I'm going to ride the bike to work, or I'm going to ride the bike everywhere. I'm going to get exercise and get healthier. Hey, whatever. You got to put a positive spin on it. Maybe you're in a relationship. Maybe it didn't work out. Maybe you broke up. They dumped you. Look at it like, hey, you know what? Now I have the ability to take time to myself and actually get to be more aware of who I am and where I want to go in my life. Michelle says, train your mind every day. Read your post before you submit it. It's a benefit to anybody. Boom. Exactly, Michelle. Yeah. You also want to make sure that you put out value to other people. If you want the universe to reward you with valuable, you have to make sure that you are putting that out. What you put out there is what you're going to get. So, yeah, that's spot on, Michelle. What's going on, Susan? What's up, Tanya? What's going on, Miss Christina? I love you guys. Yeah, so, hey, if you're just tuning in, what we're talking about is responsibility. I mean, I know that's the title of the live stream, but once again, we're putting a slight twist on it and really breaking down our power as human beings to have the ability to respond versus letting life come to you, hit you, and you respond in a negative manner. I had another mentor, and he said something to me, and of course, you got to make sure you have a mentor. If you guys don't have a mentor right now, if you don't have a coach, if you don't have someone who's showing you step by step how to have success in your business, You need to get a mentor. You need one. You know, I mean, a mentor could be someone who, they could be dead, they could be alive, they could be someone on the internet. It doesn't matter. You got to have some kind of a mentor, or even better, have a coach too. You know, a coach is someone who's alive. They're actually like by your side, reffing you and coaching you in the game. You know, that's just a side note. But having a mentor is extremely important. But I had a mentor, and he it was like maybe about a year and a half ago. He said something that's like so true. Think about it. Our life, until you started being an entrepreneur, before you you start looking into this industry that we're in, until you start doing personal development and really fine-tuning your mind and rewiring you know, your brain trigger housing group, it's really funny how your life, only thing that you are, your personality, you're just an accumulation of life events that happen to you. You know, think about it, your life and the people in your life, things happen to you growing up, and you just become those events. You don't really stop and think, who do I want to be? What do I want to accomplish? What kind of person do I need to be in order to have the life I want? Your parents just say, hey, you're going to go to school, and you go to school. Your teacher says, hey, you're going to go to college, and you go to college. Your professor says, you need to get a job and work the rest of your life, and you just do it. You know, that's just what you do. You just go through life, and life happens to you. You know, a car accident, you get sick, you graduate with honors, and life happens to you, and you just become those events that happen. You don't think about who you are, or you don't really live life with intention. You know what I mean? We really don't. You're just a being on planet Earth. If you're born in Russia, then your parents are just going to say, hey, you're going to be Russian, you're going to eat Russian food, you're going to dress Russian, talk Russian. You're Russian. And that's it. I mean, that's just your life. There's nothing wrong with Russia. I think it's cold out there. But I mean, I met a lot of really cool people from Russia. So shout out to Russia. You know, I'm just saying, as an example, we're events of life, versus actually putting our foot down, saying, hey, wait a minute. I am going to be wealthy, and I'm going to impact lives, and I'm going to show other people how to do that. And you actually go about rewiring your brain to become that person. You know, you don't do that. We're not taught to do that. I mean, isn't that kind of trippy that if you go into Walmart right now, probably like 98% of the people in Walmart, they're just going through life in a trance, as a compilation of life events, right? That's crazy. But I mean, that's really what reality is, guys. That's just what it is. And I mean, there's so many people out there who need what we offer, and they need our product, our service, especially our opportunity, so that we can show them that, hey, there is a better way out there. So, you know, you really have to be conscious what you feed your brain and who you hang around. You know, you really do, because, I mean, there's just so much negativity in the world, and negativity is in great abundance, which is why, you know, there is no value in it. What's up, Ellen? She says past generation too. Hey, that's pretty much any generation, you know. Every single generation is just nothing but negativity. But the fact that we have so many different mediums, so many social outlets out there, then, I mean, it's just so much easier to get access to all the negativity. So you definitely want to make sure that you guard your brain. You guard your brain. You make sure you keep it away from negative things, negative content, negative people, right? I think I was actually talking to you, Ellen, on my post I just made, where I said, if you can't change the people you're around, change the people you're around. You know, it's just that simple. You know, your environment is everything, especially when it comes to attaining success in this kind of space. You got to make sure that you're in a great environment, that you're going to be thriving, you're going to be jiving, you're going to be vibing. You know, like, I mean, all that good stuff. You know, you got to make sure that you're around people heading on the same path, full throttle, right? You don't want to be around people who are not trying to be successful. I can't talk. Who are not trying to be successful, and, you know, who are just compilations of life, and they're not really trying to live a life with intention. That's really dangerous. I don't recommend you guys do it, but most of us have done it, and we just went our whole entire lives doing it. So yeah, I advise you guys to put your foot down and assume responsibility, and choose how you want to respond to any given situation. That's our power. That's our superpower. So if you haven't been using it before, that's all right. But now you have the power, you have the ability to choose how you want to respond to anything that goes down in your life. So you have to make sure that you guys 100% wholeheartedly embrace that power. Embrace it, right? And really make sure that you look at things in a positive light. It takes training. It doesn't happen overnight. It may take a couple of weeks, depending on how much personal development you do. It may take a couple of months. It may take you a year. I don't know. But I really advise you do it sooner versus later. Because the more that you prolong it, the more you prolong your success. And I'm pretty sure none of you guys out there really want to do that. So you definitely want to, get to work. If you were thinking the right way, you will already be where you want it to be in your life. If your mind was already wired the way that it needs to be wired, you will already have everything you wanted in your life, and you would be really satisfied with where you are. So the fact that you're not, that already tells you that your way of thinking isn't quite on par to what it needs to be in order for you to achieve that level of success. So it's just going to take a lot of conscious effort. It's going to take a little bit of time. But eventually, you guys, whenever something happens to you in your life, a prospect quits, someone tells you no, maybe your job makes you work more hours, maybe, your car doesn't work well. Whatever happens to you, make sure that you choose to decide how you want to respond, because you have the ability to do it. And if you didn't know before, now you know now, so you don't have any reason to do otherwise. So if you guys are now on jtmarketingenterprise.com, oh my God, what are you doing? Click the link above in the description. Make sure you guys get over there. I got a ton of free content. I got a bunch of free videos just like this. I got social media training, so I know it's going to serve you guys well. What's up, Sister Leslie in the house? It's good to see you. Tune in and vibe with me this hump day. So yeah, that's the main thing, guys. You have the ability to choose how you want to respond. So make sure you exercise your power, right? Go to jtmarketingenterprise.com. Click the link above in the description. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Make it a great day.